Alright, welcome to Charter Conductor, Adam's Mailroom, train lovers. All parking will be strapped to the tracks. Alright, before we get to the president or my Bush and the locomotive, we're going to talk to charterconductor.com, Purpose-Fit Intelligent Railroad. Last video I was telling you about the firemen for the railroad. What we have here is two Canuckies, two badge, if I given the ability to give the badge. Alright, we'd have your PHMSA Code Federal Regulations on DVD, all red. There's a list of them. Carriage vessels, all sorts of shit. You know, and then Moss 230, Chapter 5, PHMSA, Moss Petroleum STP, Moss Specialist 92F, the APID Hydraulics, and on the right, you'd have your FRA. So left PMHA, right FRA, Florida Department of Environmental Services, API, all kinds of stuff like FBI investigations and hazmat ideas. So we were working on a grant. That's that folder over there. We'll open that up in another video. Alright, I promised you to build you a Canucky, but we got to figure out what's that and why I got cat toys and why I'm such a blood hero. And there's my granddad with he was a badge railroad special agent. My life story, not really put on the tracks yet. Second, these me. This is the baby. This is the baby. This can be, the baby's gonna blow it out. But here's a picture of me as a baby, and I feel like this has been a lifelong thing. My name is Adam Nugent. I dated this. This was drawn 2010. I've been working on this project. But really, lately it's been coming all together. So let me show you the cake I was talking about. Alright. I told you about the, license and layer. These guys are gonna come, and they're gonna eat a piece of cake, alright? I'm not gonna fill these out, because they gotta get it from the cake. And that's what's on the line. PHMSA, FRA, badges, and railroad locomotive binding and printing and shit like that. So, alright, here's your feet. Got a nice little foot. I folded these up nice, you know, so it's stay round. First layer of cake, a coil. Looks like it's got a stator underneath it or on top of the lip. And then like over top of the lip like that. And then you'd have, I got some puzzle pieces, which was gonna make the other ones, they were all gonna be slightly different than was given from the piece of cake. So we started with this one. This one folds out. Let's start with we'll get right to the center of the cake. There's the center of the cake. Or was it this one? Your original piece it's your belly. Alright, we're filling in with cake here. You can look the patent up in last edition. And then, but this is not a remake. And then, like, alright, we have puzzle pieces that come in play here. You know, like that, like this. And, I'm advised to watch the Neats video. Like this one was a somewhat piece of that already. Or we could have another layer of, icing around the corner table. Like, icing all the way up. Until we get to, it's a swirly cake, isn't it? Like, yeah. So this is a full game. I told you it was going to be Mr. Potato Head, but here's a piece of cake. 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 There's it is. And here's the candle. Alright, but there's the big old cake, and I'm older. Alright, by the way, this FRA PHMSA, your tanker car is on the line. But yeah, this is about stacking motors, or building an alternator or something like that. Remember the Stater video from the Black Book and the other ones? Pieces of cake. I was gonna make one, but I figured I'd leave them blank. Like, you could add stuff to these, like, you know, and then suddenly we have one Kanuki, like, with different. So these were Mr. Potato Heads. These are the firemen behind the railroad. So if you wanted to get technical about alternators and shit, like, or main generators, there you have it. Like, didn't use very much. It's just, but so these are certificate of participation, who I think deserves it. Like, and we'll fill out the last one there. Like, these are different games. They come in copies too, so I'd like the ability to pin badges, which I'll get to when I get to the president, if I ever meet him. And then you'd have like this. Alright. And like this. And then like that. And then maybe a whistleblower or whatever. Alright, whistleblower. And dropped the phone. Sorry about that. A whistleblower. So one would be like IG technical whistleblower. Once again, that patent number is U.S. patent number October 2nd, 1997. Figure 5,682,070. Alright, so there's kind of what we did. Alright, one has kind of like an uploaded thing right here. Got earplugs, you know. I was going to put a sticker on it. Hey, we got some more pieces. Here, we can play around with these for a little while. Like, what would it be? Here, we'll go do this one right here. And that's the candle. That's the whistleblower. Huh? The funny thing about whistleblowing is, like, if you were to be on the railroad and you knew some of the FRA investigators get fucked with hard, you know, and so employees try to combat them off. But if you were to work for, if you were to go to work, you don't want to call in, like, right, back to the office. You want to use Morse code and, like, warning people that you're coming back to the day of, like, so that way no fights or brawls go down on the railroad. Hope you enjoyed this video. We are looking in, now that you see all three Canucks, we're happy to see, happy to thank you. One had a cigarette, one had one of these, one had a piece of cake. There's me as a baby. I was actually, this took after I got out of a coma. Real young. Told you my life's interesting. You know, and there's me, and well, official railway. Love cats. Check out my cats. This was Princess. This is Smokey. That's me at high school. I drove that one. This one right here. That's Dot. That was a card, and it was like, you know, I live approximately there in Tampa. Alright. We're gonna cut the cake and get the hell out of here.